doing this, what is doing this, and why are they doing this?
Hello guys, welcome to the In My Bag podcast. You know me, I'm the pirate queen, I'm Thanos.
Why are you lying to the people?
I'm Melly. Lying to who? This is trash number 1 and
Pirate
trash
queen.
number 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. We have names, mind you. Show some care, some respect for us, please. Thank you.
Nah.
Well, if you're not going to introduce us properly, you got Teddy over here, also known as Teddy Bear. You know how we do. And then my main man, Mr. You need, I got it, the father figure.
The one, the only.
What's good, man?
Hey, you said it the nice way, but I'm gonna say it the mean way. Melly, you best show some damn respect when you're speaking out on my name.
Respect for who? I don't got no
For
respect.
me and Teddy.
I don't got respect for hoes. But anyway, continue on.
That's
Ah,
crazy.
is this what we're doing? All that attitude, man. It's Friday.
Continue on.
Supposed to be in chill vibes. Why are you doing this?
I'm chill.
Calling people trash and hoes and you chill. I see you. Damn.
Doesn't bother me. Y'all are bothered,
Of course it doesn't bother you. You're not the one getting disrespected out here. It's us.
And it's every time we pull up, it's the same disrespect. I'm tired of it.
Every time, man. At least it's
What are you
consistent.
gonna do?
I'll give her that.
What are you gonna do, trash bag? Tell me, how are you gonna retaliate?
See, again, that's
That's
how
his
much
name.
that's what's supposed to be
It's
the name
there.
of the podcast. You can't help yourself from using it. See? It should have been the Trash Bag Podcast. I'll stay sour about this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
True.
I'm in my bag.
No, I back up Teddy on this. The podcast should have been Trash Bag because according to Melly, we are all trash. Everybody's trash, and we belong in that bag. And
That's what I'm
this
saying.
podcast is a amalgamation of all that trash in the world. We should have been the Trash Bag Podcast. That should have been us.
No.
All right, whatever.
But so, before we get into our normal schedule, I wanted to go over something real quick. And it's funny how I even got to it. So, I was going through my Instagram feed, right? And I saw because I followed the BuzzFeed Worth It page. So they do this show on YouTube where they go to different places that serve like a specific food at different price points to see which one is the most worth it at its price. And they've been like to some really cool places. They've been to Japan, they've been to New York, although it's not all that far, but you know, the New York pizza is known for being great. So they've been there, and so they were in my feed though on Instagram because they won an award, Streamies Award, which like I guess is an award given out by YouTube for content creators. And I went on their page just to see who else got prizes this year, and I came across this girl. Her name is Norma. Now, I'm not familiar with what she does. I know absolutely nothing about her. But the thing that struck me was her picture, right? I see people that know me only on the surface level who think I'm hating it. But I see her picture, and instantly something clicks in me. I'm like, oh, I don't like what I see at all. And you know what I see? Makeup.
She had a dick?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Disrespect. I'm disrespectful.
No.
All right.
I just
My
noticed the makeup that she had on, right? And so it made me feel some type of way. It made me feel some type of, because the way I feel about makeup is very it's very specific, but no, not necessarily. But it's like a result of the female friends that I have and the way that they are around makeup. That's kind of what led me to be the way I am and how I view makeup. But I got into this heated conversation with Meliana over here, and
Who's that?
that's you.
No,
Stop
it's
acting
not.
like a stranger. You know who this is.
I don't know who that is.
The people know. Yeah, okay. So
I don't think they do.
hey, and so yeah,
They know.
we kind of disagree, right? Because I was like, yo, I feel like she has more than she needs. And Melly was like, no, that's barely anything. Like, she's not doing too much. So, Dotson, you didn't get a chance to chip in on this conversation. What do you think?
Okay. I think it's good to do it this way because you get the man point of view, and then you get Melly to tell me why it's trash. So before you tell me I'm trash, let me finish this thought real quick. All right. Okay. When it comes to makeup, before I used to feel like it was kind of like cheating, like false advertising. The older I got, the more I was like, whatever. But then the older I got, let's say, because now I'm 26, I've been distracted by so many other things. Before it was like padded bras. So now I'm thinking this girl's a nice C cup and she's actually A cup. And I got fucking trapped. Nowadays, I'm looking at a girl's butt. I'm like, damn, she got some cakes. But it's a fucking padded underwear, padded butts and shit like that. And I'm here in distress and wondering what is wrong with the world. I'm not thinking about makeup anymore. I don't give a fuck about makeup. As long as it's not caked on and noticeable or melting down her face or something like that, I don't got a problem with it. But there's so many other things on top of that just being fake. So if I want to talk about a subject, is the idea of this fake culture of fucking implants and Botox and makeup with the fake bras and the fake butts and all that.
It's like music to my ears, man.
Oh, I got some shit to say about this topic. Now, Melly, tell me why I'm trash.
I mean, I feel like it really just depends on how a person, like, embraces it, like, individually. Like, if a person's going, like, I have to wear makeup because I'm ugly and I need to do, and I'm embarrassed and all that shit, that's an issue because, number one, your makeup's not gonna look good if you don't take care of yourself already. If you still take care of yourself and you're like that, then you just have a serious, like, that's mental. Like, as long as the girl can, like, separate herself from the makeup, I don't see the issue. And, like, wearing a full face one day, wearing another, and you gotta look like yourself. I feel like if you're not doing it for the art, if you're just doing it for you, if they turn into a whole different person, then that's also another issue. But then again, they could still be doing it for fun. I don't think it's fair to generalize all women who wear makeup, because there's huge differences in how each person does their makeup, which makeup they use, how it looks on them, if it's like if they've done it well or not. So I don't think that's right to judge everyone on the same path.
Well, Teddy, I didn't get to hear your point of view. So you want to reiterate it for me?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What I told her is like, I hate the idea of makeup just because the women that I'm surrounded by, I'm friends, even family at times, the way they look at makeup directly affects their sense of self-worth, where they don't think that they look good unless they have makeup on or fake eyelashes on or whatever else have you. You know, oh my goodness, I gotta have my eyebrows on fleek. Just the other day, last week, I was hanging out with a friend of mine and her friend, and we went to Sephora, you know, the perfume and makeup store. And this girl was looking at herself in the mirror, right? And she was looking at her eyebrows up close. And the way they operate in Sephora, they have different, makeup items, like things to do your eyelashes, your eyebrows, at the ready, because they know most women, they would walk there and look at themselves in the mirror and feel the urge, especially if you're given the opportunity to do so, feel the urge to brush up your eyebrows,
or they want to see if it's the right color, or they want to see if it's the right color for them. But continue.
And that's possible too. But with that particular friend, right? She started going at it in the mirror like, oh my goodness, my eyebrows are a mess. And I looked at her dead in the eyes and I told her, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your eyebrows. They look perfectly fine. I don't understand.
People will make fun of a woman if her eyebrows aren't right. If that shit.
Wait, no, hold on. No, I gotta speak on this. People will not do that. Women will do that. Guys don't know the fucking
No,
difference.
that's
Yo,
a
that's
fucking
true, though.
lie. No, if some
No,
girl,
that's true.
if girls' eyes, like, there's too many like standards set for women in beauty. People are always so quick to say shit about women. People say shit about guys, but like especially with appearance, it's more for girls. Like guys, like appearance doesn't matter that as much for guys as it does for women because because women are so like sexualized. Like that's just how it is. Like the focus on
Look,
beauty and standards is so much different. You
you're
have
100%
people.
right.
No, but so let me finish. People go on, and it's like eyebrows. Eyebrows is something that like you don't even have to do your whole makeup. Eyebrows is like you could just do your eyebrows and just be it. That'd be done. I know a lot of people that just do that because people will come at a girl if her eyebrows she doesn't have a lot of eyebrows. They'll be like, oh what do you have like albino eyes or something? And then if her eyes are too like full, they'll be like, oh you need to like obviously like most people trim their unibrows, but that's like if you do that then you obviously have to shape it afterwards too with more like so there's like these standards set. That's like.
But you know what though? The thing is,
like if you see a girl with fucked up eyebrows naturally.
Melly, hold on. Because first of all, when I was going earlier, you didn't let me finish. Let me finish real quick. She was fixing her eyebrows, right? And they looked normal. And the reason why I even know that I'm right is because our other friend, who's also a girl, was like, yes, your eyebrows are fine. I don't know why you're doing this. And to go back to the point you were saying earlier, guys, the guys that you're talking about that will point out a girl's quote unquote flaws, there aren't that many.
No, there's
it's
a lot
mostly
of
girls that are looking at the picture on social media, on TV, and they try to emulate that. Like I get tired, right, of guys getting blamed all the time because but the thing is, again, right, when I say these things, it's not like I'm pulling it out of my ass. I live this every day.
Okay,
and that's what I see.
Okay, but I also live this as well. When I say the standards for beauty nowadays are way too high, everybody like the fact that, and this also sort of agrees with what you're saying too. But the fact is, the standard of beauty has become this makeup because this is what men see. Everything's like her eyelashes, like her lips, like those are like I'll show the picture of the one that we agreed was too much, right here. Like her eyes are like eyelashes are overdone. The lips are like huge. Like you see it. It's over sexualizing being a woman. So that's like a part of the issue. Like there's so much, and it's like all connected, man. Like it's not just like
Look, there's nothing sexy about eyebrows. And I'm gonna tell you this again. I told you once before, but I'm gonna tell you it again. Guys do not give a fuck about your eyebrows unless it looks like Helga Pataki or Broccoli or I don't give a fuck about your eyebrows. We're already looking at everything else but your eyebrows. We're looking at physique, waist size, butt size, tit size, and then even if you go past all that, most chicks out here got emotional problems to deal with. So aesthetically, a guy really doesn't give a fuck.
That's that, and that's what I was gonna
guys are more often to focus on looks first than women. So that's why it's an issue. I wouldn't
Stop
say
playing.
so. Women, not really. Like it is a big factor for women, but it's not something.
It's a big factor for everyone. Stop playing.
Yes, but it's more a big factor for men, and you cannot argue beyond that. You can't.
No, we just act on that impulse more.
Same
exactly.
Thing. Same thing. You
the
act on that impulse.
Is, right?
Women don't get the impulse like that.
That's not even true.
No, that is
not from
true.
what I hear.
Melly, I'm glad you're saying this because a long time ago when I told you this, you told me no, women get it too. So I'm glad that you're coming around because it's really not the same for guys and girls when it comes to attraction. But that is
played yourself.
Right? What do you mean?
You played yourself.
What do you mean? What do you mean I played myself? What did I say before?
No, like there was a long time ago. I told you about how when it comes to attraction, for guys it's a lot harder because we're wired differently from women. You told me no, women have the same kind of.
No, I was talking about drive. I was talking about drive, but I was saying that women aren't. They don't act on that impulse. You guys are more prone to do that, but women don't do that.
No, we're not even
I don't
talking
believe
about
in that
acting
either.
on the impulse. I just said the impulse itself. Like, like for us, it's a lot more. I don't know. Anyway, it expresses a lot more, I guess. But here's my thing, right? Going back to that whole makeup thing. If that's what, because here's my thing, there's degrees to it, right? There's some women, the way they use it, it's maybe to enhance some features that they like about their face. Maybe it'll be their eyes or the jawline or lips or whatever have you. And that's fine, because already those features are already there. They're just, bringing your attention more to them. Because even if they didn't have makeup, you still notice it, because it's a feature that stands out and they appreciate it, so they like to accentuate it, right? And I understand that.
Okay, Teddy, go off.
My issue is when, like I said earlier, your sense of self and self-worth and appreciation is directly dependent on the makeup. Like, I have this one girl that I know.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that.
That's not true though.
Thank you,
So I
Gossip.
don't know where the claps come from. Like,
No,
No,
here's the thing.
let Teddy
Well,
preach. Let Teddy preach, damn it.
Let me give you an example. I have this girl, right? She's a blonde, and she has a very pale complexion. She's really white. And well, let me get to it. And she has like fairly short eyelashes, right? She bought eyelashes, like fake eyelashes, and she put them on. And she
Makes
took a
it
picture
worse.
and sent me. And I was like, "You look abnormal. Like, this is weird. Like, I don't understand. Like, what?" And she told me, "Oh no, I hate my regular eyelashes. That's why I use those." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she sent me a picture with just a regular eyelashes. Like, if you want, you can put mascara on or something, make them, but don't do that, because that makes it, like you said, so much worse. Like, it doesn't look good. And the thing is, this is just one example of girls telling me, "Oh, you can't look at me today because I don't have makeup. Oh, I look ugly today because I don't have makeup on."
I've literally
And it
never heard
pisses
a girl
me
say that
off.
in my entire life. Ever. I've never heard that in my entire life.
You know why? You want me to tell you why?
Tell her.
Because girls are always so competitive. They always want to one each other up. You think a girl is going to admit to you that I don't feel good today because I don't have it? No, never. Between girls, they never do that. But with when they're around guys, they become so much more self-aware of it. But and you know what? You don't have to take my word
You know
for
what?
it.
And you know why?
Just
And you
notice
know
it.
why that is? So I can return this back to what I was saying. Why it's
Go
more
ahead.
around guys. Not that women do it only for men's attention. I'm gonna cut that out right there, because I feel like you could point that, but that's not where I'm going. Not all women are like that, but some people do. For like, you have to be able to live up to the standards that are made. You know what I mean? Like, if they feel like they're inadequate for the standards that are going around, obviously that's going to be an issue.
I understand that. And
Okay.
then again,
So
right?
people need to lower their standards.
Wait, I feel
What?
like Godsing has a lot on his mind. Go ahead, Godsing. Do your thing.
Okay, there's a lot of gears turning right now. Hold on. I really want to talk about this because both of you made two good points. Teddy, you're 100% right. There's a lot of women that I meet that feel like they're not gonna leave their house without makeup. And Melly, you're 100% right.
Weird.
Women don't
Never
put on
heard
makeup
that.
for dudes. I don't think they do it for dudes either. But the thing is, this is the one point I really want to speak out on, is that makeup is so synonymous with their confidence, and if they're looking good today, that they don't go outside without putting it on.
I don't think
For example,
it's synonymous.
as a dude-
Not for all
as a-
women, at least. It's not synonymous for all
Well,
women.
of course, there's going to be exceptions. There's going to be exceptions. But I'm saying,
I'd say
yeah, there's a
most
rule in the
women
exception.
aren't synonymous with that. It's more likely success that would be with that.
Well, that's why I'm talking about. It's connected to their self-confidence, and they won't leave the house without it. I'm not saying this has anything else to do with dudes.
It can boost
All
their
right?
self-confidence, but I don't think it's.
But that's what I'm saying. They feel like if they leave the house without it, they're not at their peak. And for example, as a dude, I'm not thinking about makeup, but I'm thinking if I'm gonna leave the house, how do I present myself to the best of my ability? I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna shave if I need to, and take a shit. And as soon as I leave the house, I'm at 100%. For women, they can't reach that 100% without putting makeup on. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't think there's an issue with guys wearing makeup. I know people in my high school, guys wore makeup. They didn't look like it. Obviously, it wasn't like full on. They wore it because they wanted to hide the bags under their eyes. They were dudes. They were chads. They were like jock dudes. They wore makeup. Is that weird?
That's perfectly fine.
That's perfectly fine.
No.
But it's an
That's
issue
perfectly
if
fine,
girls
but
do
we're
it.
talking about the
It's
female. We're talking about the female opinion, the female mind.
The female mind. The female mind. That's fucking crazy.
Look, I'm not opposed to dudes wearing makeup. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Like
I'm talking about.
I know people do it to like the extreme, but like I don't think people make it so much big of a deal like nowadays. Like oh, if you really can't tell like who it is, I feel like it's both of your guys' fault. You know what I mean? That if someone's wearing makeup, like it's both parties' fault if you can't tell somebody's wearing makeup. You know what I mean?
No, I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in
100%. Look, 100%. You could be the most beautiful or ugly girl in the world. If a guy told you you look beautiful, regardless of what you say or what you think or how you act around her, she's never gonna believe you until she comes to that conclusion. Like, hey, I am worth something, or I am beautiful without makeup on. Then there's nothing a guy can do about it. This is all a female thing. Tell me I'm wrong, Melly. Tell me I'm trash.
You're trash.
Okay, wait. Don't say it so quickly though. Like, think about it or something.
No, I don't need to. I don't need to do that. It's no brainer.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're honestly.
Yeah, he's trash. Yeah.
No,
wait,
he's
no.
Not. No, he's not. No, I was just gonna say like, it's something. I'm just like, and I was telling this to Melly earlier. I'm like, if I ever have the honor and the privilege to have a baby girl, right, I would raise her to love herself like no one else. Because I can't stand it. I can't stand the idea of somebody not liking themselves because of the society they're in.
You know what's gonna happen?
It just doesn't make sense to me.
She's gonna start doing makeup tutorials. She's gonna be the next beauty guru. And then
Melly, don't put that evil on.
And then she's gonna make a shit ton of money, and you'll just have to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, no, you know what? I hope so. Because here's the thing, right? To her, if she does that, to her, it'll probably be nothing more than a means to entertain. You see? That's why I'm like, and you even said so yourself, like that picture that you shared, like that girl, she takes good care of her skin. So chances are she can venture out with just a regular face, like no makeup on there, and she'll be fine. And if my girl wants to do that, I'm totally fine with it. But I don't want to linger on this too long. But I just don't like, the whole psychology around the use of makeup from what I've seen. But I'm not going to judge girls for using it. Just to me personally, it sometimes makes me sad, just kind of the way it looks. But what was I gonna say? Oh, that's right. How's you guys' week been?
My week's been okay. I got a new job. Quit my trash.
Wait, so you started officially?
Yeah, I had 2 shifts, and the store had just opened, so they wanted obviously the more experienced people there to like retail. I've done retail before, so I have to get like trained and all that probably the next few weeks. I'm excited.
That's nice.
The job at before just like it's killing me. literally killing me.
I see. Is it? Let me ask you this: is it a step up?
I'm not getting paid more, but the labor is less. So
I mean, if you enjoy it, then it's way better.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll enjoy it more.
yeah,
I
that's
know
what I was gonna.
100% that I'll enjoy it more. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yo, so it's
did you quit?
official.
Yeah, I quit.
Congratulations! I'm happy for you because I know how that previous place will make you feel. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. You're the father figure, gossip. What happened?
Hey, look, man, it's been nothing different. I've been out here chilling, spreading the good word and life lessons to these children out here. Try to put on some free game, you know.
That's right.
It's been getting closer to the holiday season, so I've been providing that holiday cheer. And if your mama looking for a nice
Wow.
candy cane, tell her I got one. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta spread the
Trash.
holiday cheer. I feel you.
Complete
Yeah.
garbage.
Ho ho ho,
Yeah, you're a ho ho ho.
man. I'm
Ho,
done.
ho, ho,
Done.
nigga.
Teddy, go ahead.
Man. For me, man, I mean, it was just another regular week. You know, this new job. It's a lot of fun because I'm learning new things and I'm learning the new system. So that's awesome. I had a job interview today for a position similar to where I'm right now, but so much closer to where I live, and they pay for the like public transportation or parking and all that stuff. So if I were to get that position, that'd be great. So I have a couple things, down the pipeline. We'll see how those go. But one of the highlights of the week for me, right, actually happened yesterday. So usually I go to the gym in the morning, right? Because the way I look at it is, if I get it done early, then I'm cool for the rest of the day. I don't have to think about it when I get off work. But I wasn't able to get it done, so I went in the afternoon instead. After work, and it was probably one of my most frustrating, but also most rewarding gym sessions, because usually the way I do it is I start with cardio, just kind of like warm the body up, loosen up muscles, and then I hit the weights so that I get the maximum out of muscles. Now, when I started running, for whatever reason, my shoelaces started untie, right? For like my right foot, I don't know what was going on there, so I stopped, redid my shoelaces, and started running again. I keep in mind the first time I was already like 5 minutes deep in my 30 minutes routine, so I was like, shit, I'm just gonna start off from the beginning again. And I start, and what would you know, exactly at the 5 minute mark again, my shoelaces untied. And at that point, right, I'm sitting there after getting off the treadmill. I'm sitting there, and I am just fuming. I'm so mad. I'm just like, I don't even want to do
The
this.
shoe fairies.
I just leave.
They're punishing
because I'm so upset right now. I was like, I don't even know what I did to deserve this, but I'm so
Really?
mad. And I'm sitting there. Yeah,
Are you sure about that?
I'm
Oh my God.
100% certain. I'm a wholesome nigga. I don't know what I did to
You're
deserve
a
it.
wholesome nigga? I agree.
I'm a wholesome.
Oh, you fucking set her up, man.
I said wholesome, not wholesome.
Mm,
Anyway,
God
so I
damn.
sat there, right, and I had a choice. I could have been like, forget this. I'm just gonna go home and chill, or stick with it. So I redid my laces, and that time I did like the triple knot. I hit them with the triple knot. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure you stay in place, motherfucker. And went back on the treadmill, and I blasted some MJ. I don't know if y'all know his song "Will Be There." That song is so uplifting, bro. And it made me stick with it, And when I got off the treadmill, I was happy with myself. I was like, man, I stuck out with, I didn't abandon it halfway. I got it done. It was not easy. It was frustrating as hell, but I got it done, and that's the most important. And then this is the thing that happened that reminded me of the conversation we had last podcast. Right as I'm finishing up everything, this fine chick walks in, right? I'm telling you, my blood was going places it shouldn't go when you're at the gym, right?
Fucking hell.
I was there.
Yo.
Bro, this is not okay. I need to focus, right? And I was doing pull-ups, right? When you're doing pull-ups, you need all the blood upstairs, not downstairs. So I'm over here doing my thing. I'm just looking like, damn. And she's like right in front of me too. Like she's right in my field of vision every time I pull up. So
Yo, it sounds like Teddy's body is going through some equal rights distribution.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shit.
I had.
What do you mean? We're all human beings.
I had to readjust the blood flow real quick, But
What the fuck does that mean?
It means that I had to set my mind right and keep pushing through my workout.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Yeah, through the workout. Right.
Exactly. The workout. Keep
The workout.
We stay focused, keep your head in the game.
True.
So, I walked past her and I was looking at her and I could tell that she knew I was looking. And I left the gym. But then something in me was like, Teddy, you're not going to be okay if you don't at least say something to her.
We're not bringing this up again.
So I went back.
We talked about this.
I went back, right? And so I tapped her on the shoulder real quick. She was working on some weights.
God.
And she was like, oh, yeah, what's going on? And I told her, I just had to let you know you are absolutely hot, right?
You let her know, Teddy. You let her know. You tell her.
And I even told her, I was like, I don't think it would be right of me to walk out knowing what I thought and not let you know. So you keep doing your thing, you rocking it. And then I left. And she had the biggest smile on her face. I was like, bruv, I made somebody's night.
Yo.
And that just goes to show.
No.
Who knows? You might see her again and she'll make your night. You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
There's nothing trash about that.
That's why you're my nigga.
No.
I know. I got you, baby. I got you.
You got to lay down the foundation.
I am like, yo, if I was in that position, bruh.
Melly, there's nothing trash about it. We all adults, okay? We adults doing adult things, all right? Adult things, man.
Adult things.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't get why Melly gets so upset when we talk about courting women or talking to women. She's like, oh, y'all so trash. I don't get it.
Nothing's wrong with that. It's just we already had this talk in the last podcast. I don't want to go too into it. You guys already know my opinion on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Melly, it's like most things in life, right? It will come back up again, ready for the smoke. But eventually,
Nah, like he even said in the Discord, I served you, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah. See, that's one. I feel like we should get, whenever we have those conversations, we should get a poll to see who quote unquote bodied who, because he's very biased in your favor. So he
is not biased. He hates you. Okay. No, he hates.
He's a member of the church.
He is. Yo, he's a bishop. Okay,
he was the first one.
Yeah, we're regular members, but he's the bishop alongside Melly. So they're running a tight ship. That's them. Like we just
Yo, Key's the type of dude when he pass you the offering bowl and you put in $5, he's like, come on, I know you can do better. I hate to see it. I really do.
You know what? At least he does that. If it was Melly, she would just look at you sideways, make you regret that you were ever born in the first place.
Right? Oh my God.
$5. I know you make more than that. $5.
Yo,
look at you.
Keep preaching. Yo,
like
they
you won't say anything, but her gaze alone will tell you all that. Like, man, look
Yeah,
at the
when
trash
her
ass
and
nigga.
when her
The
and Key
$5.
team up, that's it, man. I can't stand them too.
Yeah, that's a deadly combo, man. Like, you can't too much hacky, man. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up just because it felt like a highlight just off of the conversation we had last week. But
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it's a pretty relevant topic. We're all around dating age. I wouldn't say like anything about serious like marriage or anything, but we're all like in prime dating age. So
Mhm.
I mean, it's something that's reoccurring in all of our lives. So it's gonna
And
pop
plus,
up more than once.
it's that time of the year, they call it cuffing season for a reason.
Yeah, no.
Only makes sense to be talking about these things,
Yeah,
But
Melly
speaking
still
of
hasn't
which, right,
unsealed her chakra. So
I know she needs to
Oh.
release
Wow.
her chakra notes.
she gonna be going wild.
I
No.
promise you, yo, Melly, I know, like once you get everything right and you start really being active in the game, yo, she gonna be
Okay.
slaying, man. Like
She gonna be thotting.
we're going to be the
No,
ones who
I'm
have to
old
look out,
school,
man.
dude.
Like,
I'm old school.
if we
I
ever go
cannot.
out like one night on the town, and it's like me, you, and Melly, bruv, we gonna have to look out for her. Like, yo, women, chill.
Are you kidding
You're
me?
doing too much.
No.
Nothing really
Look,
happened.
I'm gonna
on
tell
the
you
trip.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Nothing happened.
So
on the
we
trip.
out there. All right, hold on. We out there partying with Melly, right? And then
Mhm.
Melly's over here getting attention from all these dudes, and we're over here being bodyguards. Melly's gonna clown us. She's like, "What are you doing, stupid? Go get a girl." But you can't get a girl, so now you over here hanging around me. She's gonna say
Yeah.
some shit like that. I promise, on my
I
mama. Bro.
probably. I just
wouldn't
hope
be
she
in that
doesn't go the
situation
lethal
to begin
route.
with. Nothing like
I
that has
don't even
happened to me
believe it.
before.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it can never happen. See, that's the thing.
See, that's just not the vibe. Like, people would just won't approach me like that. I'm too good at just like scaring
Oh,
people
you got that aura, huh?
Nah, I got the
Repel people.
on
Okay.
lockdown. That shit's you don't look my way. You don't come my way. I can see you from 20 meters away. This is our good distance. Like,
You know
What?
you
20
know,
meters? What the fuck is this?
That's
You a Navy
that's
SEAL?
a huge radius. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
That is like 20 meters. That's potent. I don't know how I can deal with that, but you know somebody that needed to be on that energy this week.
Who's that?
Lizzo.
Oh,
Yeah,
look, I love me my thick women.
me
All
too.
right. All right. So if you didn't know what happened to Lizzo, let me know. Let me know. What was she up to this week?
Well, she went to this. I think it was a Houston game. Like it was a basketball game. I forget exactly which one. But at some point, I think it was like a halftime or something. They played her song, right? And so she was there in the crowd, and she decided that she would express her joy at her song being played, and she started twerking. Now the thing is, you can twerk; it's fine. What started the controversy is the fact that she looked like she was wearing, and I'm going to say it in a very just factual manner, an oversized t-shirt with the butt side cut out.
Woo!
So, and she was wearing a thong, right? So the music plays, she gets up, and she gets to work. She gets busy with it, right? She starts twerking, and ass cheeks clapping. Everybody can see it, including kids, right? And that's where part of the controversy happened. Where people were like, "You can't be doing this at a family event,
Yeah.
right?" Because it looks kind of trash, and you're hurting poor children's eyes. Now you scarred them for life.
What do
They
you
didn't need to see
mean?
all that?
That's how you become a real man. That's how Pinocchio became a real boy. Shit.
Like with this situation, I like Lizzo. Like, I like her music and all that. But I feel like some of the stuff that she does is just like the fact that she did that and then released a good as hell music video. It's just like I feel like she does a lot of like I feel like she puts on a big like act, like the way that like how even some of like the outfits, like some of them are nice, but then some of them is just like, you know, like and we have to break the standards of like what is flattering for like big people and all that. But some of the stuff that like she's just put in, I'm like do people like think? And then how like because she has such like a big personality, you add that on top and people are gonna start being like so she's the big extra like black woman, and that doesn't like resonate well with me. And then this on top of it, it was just like it was like, come on, man, like this is what we'll represent.
Is this what we're doing?
Yeah. And I'm like that's just not classy
Yeah,
to me.
it's not classy at all. And the thing is, for me personally, first off, her outfit, it just didn't look right. You know, it just literally looked like a t-shirt with the butt cut out. And I don't know, I think she was on something that night. Like she was I heard some reports that there's somebody, I think, on the Rockets team that she likes, and maybe she was trying to get his attention or something. Definitely going to have a lasting impression. But like you said, I feel like sometimes she be doing a little bit too much. And I've seen some of the outfits that she's worn in the past. This is not the first time that she wears something that's very provocative, you know, so to speak. And my issue is not necessarily with the clothing itself as much as it is with the way it fits. Because some of the stuff that she wears, she looks genuinely awkward in.
Yeah. Like like literally like some stuff that she wears, and it's just funny because like I'm the type of person where it's like I feel like everybody should be able to wear something like whatever they want. But if it doesn't look good, it just doesn't look good. And it's
Thank you.
They're trying to make
God.
her look silly. Like at least have it fit her and have it be made so that it looks good on her body. I'm not saying
It's
to cover.
all about fit.
I'm not saying to cover her up. There's different ways where if she wants to show a lot of skin, there's different ways for people to show a lot of skin. It doesn't always have to be one specific way. It doesn't have to be like this and that, you know. So
Nah, I disagree. I think Lizzo, I think she liked what she wore. She went out there, she did her thing, provided that energy to the basketball game. Maybe some moms are like, oh, close your eyes, little child, whatever. But that mom, that stay-at-home mom or that mom that's working was like, yeah, Lizzo, you get it. Even that plus-side mom, she was even more about it. She was telling her son to watch. Look, that's your mama out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, everyone has a love for that big old, thick, Kentucky Fried women. Look, I'm going to get me a piece. I want all 7 herbs and spices. God damn it.
You can hear the thirst coming from your voice.
I know, I'm drooling thinking about... Let me stop.
Trash.
Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, no, that's something. I was like, yeah, she should consult with better stylists, you know, because I feel like they're just trying to go for whatever is going to get the eyes on her, like whatever is going to really be in people's faces. But I'm like, but it fits funny though. Like you just don't look right wearing this. You need to adjust. Yeah, no, I wanted to mention it real quick because I was curious what you guys thought, because I heard so many different things from different people. There were some that like, oh yes, I like me some BBW. Give me some.
Yeah.
And then you have the people that are like, that's just trash. Like, it's just not okay. And then you have people that are at the very, very end of the spectrum where nothing about all of that situation was okay. The fact that she's that big that she's showing herself like that, and that she's doing it at a basketball game where there's a lot of people who are not trying to see that action, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was
You know what, Teddy. Let's actually talk about this. All right, let's talk about this. So for the last many years, right? Anytime you see nudity in a movie, in a porno, and whatever, it's always some skinny chick or in between. Maybe she's thick, but she's not. She's not plus size or anything like that. Victoria's Secret models, any type of models, you're saying they get plus size models get no shine. And I'm glad Lizzo did this shit. She came out here. Maybe there's a lot of talk about it, good or bad, it don't matter. It starts the conversation, and I think that was necessary. We need plus size women out here to get that love too, okay? I'm all about it because plus size women at the end of the day, they're gonna fuck you and feed you. And that's all I really need in my life. I need a plus size woman in my fucking life, preferably from the South, more like Louisiana, know what I'm saying? She keep me good, baby. She hold me down.
Whoa,
That's it. That's
you
all I
just got into your preacher bag. Yo,
I was
Melly, make sure to clip that. We might need to replay that later because that was
Put that shit. That's the truth. That's God's word right there. That's God's word.
I there you go. That is literally God. I agree. I agree to some extent. You see, I love me some women with meat on them, right? Like I'm not with the skinny vibe. At the same time, though, I like my women healthy. So as long as the size doesn't affect their ability to just live daily life, I'm fine with it. But once he starts to get into that area, that's where I stop. That's what I'm like.
So would you consider
we need to regulate that.
Lizzo in that area?
Would I consider Lizzo in what area? Like the okay area or the?
Yeah.
No, she's not okay. And she might. No, the thing
but
is,
she's
right,
able
because
to
she
live
performs
every day.
and everything.
Yeah.
But is she though? Like you don't know how her day to day goes. She shows it like, oh yeah, I'm fine in everything, but she might not be. And honestly, just from a very factual standpoint, looking at her height and the way that she performs, like in the heels and everything, she's putting a lot of strain on her joints, on her feet and everything. Usually it's not that bad because she's only doing it for the time that she's performing. Maybe it's an hour, 2 hours long.
Wait, is Teddy insulting her? What is going on?
I'm not insulting her.
No,
Again,
no,
I'm not insulting her. The thing is,
can we look up her measurements and shit? How tall is she? How much does she weigh? What's her BMI?
BMI doesn't really.
All right, actually, I'll look it up. Teddy, keep talking.
Okay. And just to be accurate, right? The BMI, it gives you an idea, but it's not always most accurate because people have different bone density, bone structure, muscle mass. BMI doesn't account for that.
Okay. So we got Lizzo. I guess her real name is Melissa Jefferson. Age is 31. She's a Taurus, whatever. Born in Detroit. Let's see. Hip hop, vocals, total gross. Her height, she's 5'10", and she weighs 308.
There's no way
how relevant
that can be healthy.
Yeah, 5'10". 5'10" is tall for a woman.
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
She's still shorter than me, and I can tell you for a fact, being 308 at that height, not okay. Yeah, and I no, that's.
Oh, she's lesbian.
Oh shit!
What?
It says her sexual orientation is queer.
Oh, queer.
I don't know if this is true. I don't know how reliable this source is.
What does queer even mean? Like what is that?
I think that's just girl on girl. Oh, I think it means you're interested in the opposite sex.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think it's a blanket term for like gay or lesbian.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I mean, why not just use gay or lesbian then? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's queer. Okay. Um,
I've only ever heard queer to describe a guy, but they use queer for her, so I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know
okay.
what the term is.
But yo,
Do I
what's your
gotta
take
Google
on it,
this or
Melly?
what?
Yeah.
Alright.
What do you think about it, Melly?
Think about what?
5'10", 308.
I feel like if you're over 3, I feel like that's where it can start to get scary, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it also depends on the person, right? Like for
Yeah.
for her height, I don't think it's like, and for how she even looks, I don't think she looks so bad. So I don't think she's at the point where it's scary. I don't know her health
Oh,
situation.
no,
She could be fine. Like, I don't know her situation. I know, like, there's plenty of big people where they have, like, nothing wrong with them. I'm
That's
overweight.
true. That's true.
I'm overweight. For like, there really isn't anything wrong with me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
Damn right.
yeah, yeah.
Like-
It can't be like that. Like, there's some people, they are very they're very lucky that they're still relatively healthy in spite of, you know, how much weight they're carrying. Because, for example, there's this dude. He was on an interview. I forget what the name of the video was, but he's morbidly obese, right? I'm talking the dude can barely walk, and this is the level. I'm like, you should not even be getting anywhere near that, because that's when life starts to be miserable. You know, like you would never see me say, "Oh, it's okay to be basically incapacitated." You never want that. Now, this dude, morbidly obese, but he went to the doctor. They said, technically speaking, you're totally fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, no diabetes, no nothing. Even though he's morbidly obese, right? And the thing is, though, that's not the majority. It's more like the few exceptions here and there. Because I know for, like, most people that are a certain size, they have a whole host of issues that once the weight starts coming down, you know, they kind of start going away, because it was a result of their body trying to adapt to the extra load they're carrying on a daily basis, right? With that being said, like you said, there is an area in which you're fine, right? And for her specifically, she might be fine for all I know. You know, I'm no expert, like you said. Everybody's different. She might be fine, but at the same time, though, I feel like she could be better.
I feel like you're a bit judgmental. Everybody has a lot of stuff that they could work on. You said you want to cut down as well, so.
Oh yeah, and I'm still cutting down.
Yeah, so I feel like especially if somebody doesn't look, if like Lizzo walks around, she performs. If she looks like she's having fucking trouble breathing and she's like fucking waddling everywhere, like she can't even fucking get up out of the chair, then I'm like, okay, well yeah, there's something wrong with you. But she's not. She's going up there, she's doing her thing, she's dancing, she's moving. You know, this woman's active. Like, there's obviously nothing wrong with her. So I feel like people just need to chill out. Like, people always try to pick out the problems in other people. It's like they're trying to pick. They're basically going out and pointing things that they see in themselves, but they want to see it like more in somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
People,
No, I
people
totally know what you mean.
People sort of take their like, they look at her and they can't believe it, because they look at her and they think of the stereotype. But I feel like people like Lizzo, like Lizzo would really like break that fat stereotype. Like, she's out there doing the thing. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I know what you mean, and like you said, right? It's part of it too is what I've lived personally, because I messed up my right knee like a couple years back, and after that, I also stopped being active. So I started putting on weight, and it got so bad that I had to wear a brace 24/7 just to be able to stand and do things, right? Until recently, I decided, you know what, this this is not okay. Like I keep putting extra strain on my knee, right? And I started just making changes to be able to lose weight gradually without feeling like I'm overdoing it.
Hmm.
And it has made my life so much easier. It used to be when I would sit down for too long, I would get up and then I'll feel my knee, so I had to adjust. Now I'm able to get up just fine. Like my knee doesn't bother me anymore. And I don't ever want to sound like I'm being judgmental, because everything that I say, I speak from a place where I've experienced this shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, whenever I say something, it's never to judge or hurt or discredit anybody. Like what I say is for the better of people, and then how they take it, that's up to them.
Yeah.
You see?
I mean, I've been a big girl for most of my life. I feel like that's a genetic thing. Maybe not like as much. Like I feel like I've always been at least like I've never been skinny. Let me say that. I've never
And some
been
people are
skinny.
just not meant to be, but like,
But
I,
as someone who's been bigger for most of their life, I feel like one of the worst things that like people can do for people in like, whether it's like if you're overweight or you're like underweight, like anorexic,
yeah,
like shaming people for what they look like, or the fact that there's been an environment for so long where they can't be confident, it'll motivate them to do less about themselves. It'll motivate them to feel hate towards themselves and not want to love themselves or take care of themselves. And even getting better, making yourself get better, really could just be going outside, or it could just be like, having friends and just hanging out with. It'll make your whole like experience better. But these people can have such a low confidence. I'm talking about from experience. This is from my experience as a big person. If you don't want to go do something because you feel uncomfortable, like if all that attention's on you, it'll make you just less motivated to work on yourself.
yeah, that's true.
And to focus
That
and take care of yourself. So we need to take that stigma away. Like people should be able to feel confident about themselves, as long as they are they're healthy or they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a line, and
absolutely.
I will call that line. But if someone's not in critical condition, like let that person be confident, because the shell that someone has doesn't define them.
Okay,
And
well,
you
hold
know,
on. Define critical condition for me. If Lizzo is 5'8" and she's 308, or she's 5'10" and 308, what do you think is critical condition for her?
Like I said, like she can walk, she can dance, like she's obviously moving. If you're having trouble moving, if you're having trouble breathing, that's an issue.
yeah, and the thing is, I feel like what it
She's
comes
out there
down to,
active. I don't see anything wrong with her, really. You know what
yeah,
I mean? I don't
Okay.
see anything wrong with
Yeah,
her.
you're right. She out here twerking, popping them
Because
shits.
I know that there's big dudes out here, they can
Oh,
be like
yeah.
husky dudes. It's the same thing. They'll be out there playing football. They'll be out here. You know what I mean? So it's like,
and
it's really
exactly
just,
that's why I want to make sure that people understand, right? It's like, at the end of the day, it's all about yourself. If you're comfortable, you're happy about where you are, then that's what matters. That's the most important. But I want us to go out on those fun notes. So, Gosling, what you got for us today?
Man, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not that much crazy shit happened this week.
Oh, no way! Are you serious?
Yeah. The funniest thing I got this week is that there's a whole bunch of pigeons wearing cowboy hats in Las Vegas. All right, so the article was talking about for some unknown reason, someone is putting cowboy hats and pigeons in Las Vegas. Over the past week, there have been multiple reports of Los Angeles birds sporting various colored cowboy headwear, raising many questions. Who is doing this? What is doing this? And why are they doing this? Are the pigeons okay?
Raven's cousins came to visit.
Yeah, it's too true. I was just laughing at the thought of having a pigeon shit on you. He's over here wearing a cowboy hat. You look up, he looks down at you, tilts his hat, says "Good day, sir." Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. Howdy, eating my fucking French fries and shit.
Yeah, dude. So they still haven't figured out why they're wearing them hats.
No, they figured out someone is putting them on them. They're probably like rescue pigeons, from what I understand.
Okay.
But it was like rodeo season or whatever in Las Vegas, so they assumed someone just putting some little hats on them. There's some Twitter clips of people, some pictures, people finding them. It's actually really funny. I think it's a pretty harmless prank, as long as they're not like super glued or something. But
I hope not, because then that's like harming the pigeons.
Yeah. But this seems too playful of a joke for someone to do something that fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
Free the pigeons.
Free the pigeons. It might just be that the pigeons are even going along with it too. They're like, hey, I like this hat. I look nice. I'm glad we're able to.
Oh wait, hold on. All right. So they are glued on. They actually talked to the lady named Hillman, and they said now that the hat's been on there for at least 5 days, Hillman believes the hats have been stuck on with something more than industrial eyelash glue. She said, "We could wait until they molt off, wait until the feathers they have fall off from wearing out." She suggested oil neutralizes glue, but then we have the issue of oily pigeons.
Oh,
so I guess they are glued on.
Dude, that's kind of wild still, though. Would you glue hats on? I mean, I guess that's
oily
the only
pigeon.
thing to make sure they stay on. But
Yeah,
like not like industrial glue. Like, that's
That's what you call a New Yorker. Oily pigeon.
No, it's in Vegas though. Look at these pigeons, man. They bold as shit.
wow.
R.I.P.
We gotta get a video aspect. There's
need to
news
get to
footage
the
of the
barber.
fucking pigeons. But then he has to take his hat off to get a haircut. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
They have to give him a new lineup. Seat
Oh my
number
God.
3.
Yo, so you think the pigeon's gonna walk in there and be like, "Hey, Baba, let me get that number 5 real quick. Let me get that low fade, and we're gonna be straight."
That low
Yeah.
fade. So, and the barber be like, "Sit less, I got you, home."
True.
Flav knows.
Mel is not about the pigeons.
No, I don't think she is.
God, they scare me. Scary looking birds.
With the beady eyes and everything.
Well,
Yeah,
they
sure.
have
Looking
like,
right
they
into
have
your
like
soul.
fish eyes. Like it's not even like normal eyes. It's
Yeah.
like, what is wrong with you?
Oh man. Oh
But
well.
anyway,
That's what it is.
enough talking about birds.
Because look, this story's not even that funny, but there's so much to say about the subject. Like, who's fucking around these birds like this? Who got time like this?
That's a very good question. And there's so many things that I see all the time. How do you even have time to do stuff like this? Like, like the very elaborate domino stacks where they knock down the pieces and then they're unraveled to form something. And they get so intricate nowadays. You probably spend hours doing this. Like, how do you have the time or the patience to do this? But they find value in it. It is what it is.
So you tell me there's someone out there who finds value in gluing hats to fucking pigeons. That's what you're telling me, Terry.
There are a lot of people.
That's what
out there
you're
as well.
telling me.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen weirder. So this is light work compared to what some people are into. So you know. I wouldn't be too surprised if that's how somebody gets their box off, just gluing hats on top of pigeons.
There's nothing crazy. There's nothing happening.
Yeah,
So,
pretty tame week. I mean, besides the whole Lizzo situation that was a hot topic for like 2 days straight. But
yo, let
other
that
than
woman
that-
twerk.
exactly, let us show her ass cheeks to the world if that's what she wants to do.
Not
On that
setting.
note, on that note, man, we're gonna get out of here. Meliana always holding it down for us, making sure that we don't stray away from, conversation and get caught in tangents. Right, Meliana?
Going in her bag and shit.
Yeah.
Who's this?
She Hey, like I
Anyway.
say, man, the people know.
All right.
Wait, she just hit me with that new phone. Who's this?
Yeah, who's that?